of saving it.
Things are about to get hairy, folks. Hey-o! As Cake Wars celebrates everyone's favorite and furriest Brit, Paddington Bear.
That is perfect.
Game on.
4 bakers go to the mat.
It's really spicy.
I'm gonna go bold with this. No risk, no rewards.
That's what it's supposed to do.
But only one takes home the grand prize of $10,000.
I see disaster.
We did the best that we can. Whatever happens, happens.
I'm Jonathan Bennett, and Cake Wars starts right now.
You got this, Holly.
My name is Holly Webster from Las Vegas, Nevada. I own Cake Azure. I've been doing cakes for about 25 years. In Vegas, competition is pretty fierce.
So I'm gonna use the cayenne in the chili cake.
I brought my assistant, Savannah King. She took one of my cake classes. We've been friends ever since.
Make sure there's enough chili in there because I want them to taste it.
I'm making a chocolate chili cake with clove whipped cream and a fennel simple syrup with marmalade American buttercream.
You know what? I had a Paddington Bear when I was little.
So I chose the briefcase because it tells a story all on its own.
I used to take his little boots off and put him back on.
We're going to be stacking all of these tiers. My biggest fear is keeping the suitcase standing up.
Girl, we gotta get through this first round.
I know.
All right, bakers, it's time.
Do you think this is spicy enough?
They need to taste it in the back of their throat, that's for sure.
Holly is giving us a wide variety of flavors. Chili pepper, fennel, even clove as well. So I'm a little nervous.
That's good. Yeah, I can taste the chili.
Hey, Waylon.
It's got 10 more minutes still.
Are you serious?
To make the briefcase, I need a pretty large cake, but the cake isn't ready. We're scrambling, trying to figure out how in the heck we're gonna put this together as fast as we can.
We're in trouble.
So we immediately start making fondant pieces.
All we have is a covered board at this point.
And we used our edible markers to show that story.
I'm gonna do the handle, and you can do the badgers and the flag.
For the locks and the handles, we're using gum paste because we know that it will dry quickly.
We are the last ones to get our cake out.
It's gotten cold. We can't cover it.
I know.
One of my worst fears was that I was gonna be the last one with my cake still in the oven.
Maybe like another 5.
And as a matter of fact, I am.
Do you think it's gonna be done?
I don't know.
That clock is just ticking and it seems like it's the fastest 75 minutes of your life.
It's gonna crack any second here.
All right, I'm gonna check it one more time.
One of my worst fears was that I was gonna be the last one with my cake still in the oven.
I think it's done. Yeah?
Pull that out, please.
All right.
And as a matter of fact, I am.
Finally.
Finally.
The cake comes out of the oven sooner than I wanted to because I couldn't wait any longer.
Savannah, please hurry. This is actually pretty warm.
Oh my gosh, this cake could totally fall over.
And we have to cover the whole thing too.
I know.
Not going home.
Everybody hold your breath.
I'm making Paddington's briefcase with all sorts of tags on it.
Oh my God.
Did it tear?
Oh my God.
Oh, no, no, no.
The fondant rips and my stomach just sank.
Okay, we'll fix it. We'll fix it.
I literally am cutting the tear off.
But what we can do is literally cut something out and slap it on and just
Okay,
panel over
perfect.
it.
I'm paneling the sides to cover any of my mistakes underneath.
With a mouth-watering cake inspired by ingredients from Paddington's home country. Holly, talk about your cake.
We decided to give you a well-traveled Paddington suitcase. It's a chocolate chili cake with clove whipped cream, the fennel simple syrup, and a marmalade buttercream.
Holly, I like this chocolate cake. It's really delicious, but I could always use more spice, and the whipped cream is lovely. I would have added more marmalade. It's a very enjoyable cake.
Thank you.
I also like you gave us the suitcase. What's missing is the sharp edges.
It's a moist, nice chocolate cake. The only thing I would say is a little salt and maybe more of the other spices and marmalade. Fennel is such a strong flavor. It just is a little overpowering. But I love your suitcase. It's very much so Paddington. I love the bear paw prints. It just adds that extra kind of Paddington touch there that I really, really like.
I, too, like the idea you use the suitcase. It's very good. Adding the Union Jack to the case is a nice idea, too.
Holly, thank you.
Thank you.
Bakers, one of you is only one round away from being $10,000 richer. So now it's time for the cake-off. As you know, there's one thing Paddington's great at, getting into trouble. So for this round, we want you to unleash Paddington on the City of London. Now that's a lot to ask. So we're gonna give each of you 2 assistants to help bail you out of trouble. And don't forget, before your time is up, you must make a tasting cake for the judges and then carefully carry your cakes to one of these displays for judging. You have got just 4 hours. And that 4 hours starts now.
And we made it! Oh my gosh!
And then we're gonna do a coconut pecan filling.
It's gonna be so good.
I read the books, and I know that there's an antique store.
So my design concept was that Paddington would be on the loose in London in search for the perfect gift.
Maybe a blueberry compote to pull that blue color in.
We wanted to bring the blue color from Paddington's duffel coat. So I'm making a vanilla bean dream cake with blueberry compote filling and a vanilla buttercream.
Beautiful.
Are you working on the head?
Gonna make some eye indentations.
The star of the cake is Paddington. He is made out of rice cereal, covered in brown fondant, and the duffel coat is blue fondant. And then, of course, there's the red hat.
This 4 hours is gonna go by so fast.
We gotta move.
In case you weren't sure where Paddington was.
Yay! Do you want to cover it and then put it on armature?
Cover it and cover it. Yeah.
So the first tier is Alice's Antique Store. It's all cake covered in fondant. Savannah is covering the layers. And my assistants are working on the smaller details, like marmalade sandwiches.
That is so cute.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you.
Hi there.
Hi. So now that the cake is down, how is the cake attached to the board? I didn't see any kind of gluing agent.
No.
No. So it's just lying there.
Yes.
What will prevent it from moving?
So Ron asked me, why didn't you put anything under your cake board to keep it from sliding? And my answer is, oh, I usually do. It's just that I don't have any time.
Nothing?
I guess I just didn't think of it because it's just not. It was,
Okay.
I don't know.
In all the rushing and the panic, I did not build my cake properly.
Then you have all that weight and the whole
And the whole thing could move.
Just kind
Absolutely.
Of move.
Okay.
Well, you seem calm, cool, and confident. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hand paint his fur.
I feel like we can make it in time, but it's going to be close.
Oh my God. You all have to be a little crazy to do cake. Come on.
My design concept is Paddington on the loose in London in search for the perfect gift.
It's on it. Perfect.
Okay, so get the other pole. You gotta secure this.
After Ron mentions to me that he doesn't think that armature is going to hold my cake, the only thing I can think of is when I stand up there, he's going to say, I told you so. So every single tier that went on, I'm crossing my fingers, just hoping.
We have to assemble the produce stand on the top tier.
Paddington goes to the produce stand. We're making brown edible crates, and we're going to go ahead and show that wood grain on top of those. My biggest worry is precision and accuracy. In this short amount of time, it is almost impossible to pull this off.
No, just keep moving. We'll get through it.
I have to say Holly's cakes are well iced, nice and crisp edges, but it looks to me more like a colorful wedding cake than a representation of Paddington the bear. And the shapes are not interesting.
There's a lot of fun elements, but then you get to Paddington and he's kind of lifeless and not a lot of expression.
I like the way the sandwiches seem to be hanging on a thread.
Cake now.
Ooh! Ron's watching me walk all the way over to that podium because he told me he didn't think my structure was strong over each other.
Come this way, come
And
this way.
1, 2, 3.
Last minute.
Oh my God. Perfect.
10, 9, 8, 7,
Get that right. Oh.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Holly, tell us about your cake.
I wanted to give you a story of Paddington traveling through London. He slipped on a banana, and he's on the bottom here with his gift. We have for you a vanilla cake with a blueberry compote and a vanilla buttercream.
I was so excited when your cake hit the table because it looks delicious, but the cake is underbaked. Underbaked cake aside, which is what I'll be doing with it, your work and your fondant work and your colors is vibrant and clean and really well executed. Such clean, nice lines and edges tells a story, and I don't really need that explanation. However, as much story is on your cake, I just don't see it in Paddington. He kind of just looks like this lifeless teddy bear. It leaves the whole concept of your cake a little incomplete.
Okay.
This is the cake that could have been. You gave us great flavor combinations, but there's a whole area that is soggily underbaked, which is unfortunate because your work was perfect. The cakes are tall, so stable. I was questioning you about it, and you convinced me that you know how to structure cakes.
Thank you.
But this is the one time that we don't need perfect cake. What we need is cakes that evoke the story of Paddington. Even though there's an indication with the marmalade sandwiches, I don't get the sense of the story.
I really like the colors of your cakes. Everything pops about it, but if Paddington had slipped on the banana, he probably would be on his back. Just more animation and storytelling, I guess.
Thank you.
The judges now need some time to compare their notes. We'll meet you right back here in just a moment.
You did well.
And then we have Holly's cake.
Holly gave us a very clean, well-executed cake, and I love her for that. I love her clean lines. I love her clean fondant work, and I think she did an amazing job with that. And I like the fun elements and story of her cake with the sandwich hanging and the little paw print on the banana. I think a few more of those details on the cake would have really helped her storyline along.
The cake is very neatly executed with cutouts and signs, but a cake that could have been amazing has been served underbaked.
An underbaked cake is, well, just unforgivable.
The colors, it's so very, very clean, but my problem, I guess, really is with the depiction of Paddington himself.
Paddington looks like a teddy bear caught in the headlights.
That sort of makes it a little difficult for me to find the real storytelling in this.